Hi, and welcome to Cook Properties monthly market update for September 2022. I am Megan Cook, and I'm going to be going over the numbers with you for Belleville and the Quinte West area. So for Belleville, the average sale price in September was $573 compared to this time last year at $547,000. This represents an increase in 4.8%. Average days on market for this September were 36 days compared to 11 days this time last year, which represents an increase of 227%. Now for sale properties this September, we had 163 compared to 44 this time last year, which represents a 270% increase. Now for properties sold this September, we had 46 compared to this time last year, 70. Now, average list to sale price ratio, which basically means the percentage seller was asking that they got for their sale price. So for example, if you had a price of $499 and your house sold for $499, you would say that your list to sale price ratio was 100%. So the list to sale price ratio for this time, this year in September was 96.7%, which represents a 12.1% decrease from this time last year because it was 110%. Let's switch over to Quinte West. The average price for this September was $582,000 compared to $619,000 this time last year, which represents a decrease of 5.8%. The average days on market is unchanged at 21 days. For sale properties, we had 48 properties for sale this September compared to 11 this time last year, which represents a 330% increase. Now for properties sold this September, we had 15 selling Quinte West for September compared to 25 this time last year, which represents a decrease in 40%. Now for our average list to sale price ratio for Quinte West this September, we had 98.1% compared to this time last year in a very busy seller's market at 114.3%, which represents a decrease of 14.2%. Now that we've kind of gone over the numbers, I wanted to talk about a few things that you may not realize or you might find interesting in this market. One thing, we are seeing a lot of properties fall through on financing, that being the buyers not being able to get the financing. So as always, it's very important when you're looking for a property to be in really good communication with your realtor, but also your bank, your mortgage broker, however you're funding your property. You need to be in constant communication. They always need to be updated with your finances. We have had a couple of interest rate increases this year, of course. We are set to have another one in October and possibly another one in December. So it's never been more important to keep in contact with them. Another thing that we are seeing is a lot less staged properties. Pre-COVID and certainly during COVID, this area saw a lot more staged properties, especially in a strong seller's market. We were often seeing in houses where people were living, they were actually moving out for a couple of days, allowing the showings to happen, and then hoping to see multiple contracts and selling their house, and then moving back in with their kids, their dog, their life, their cat. When you have a longer time on market, that's just not possible. And for a lot of people, it wasn't possible because they didn't have an alternative place to live. But now that kind of the longer listing time is, we're seeing more kind of like real life situations in homes that we're going to show. The other thing we're seeing a lot of now is properties with multiple offers. The winners actually are actually having conditions. There was one in our office last week that had almost 10 offers and the winner had conditions. There was the one the following week that went through actually 2 rounds. They got multiple offers. It fell through on financing. They went back again, got multiple offers, and it fell through on financing. So the good news is for buyers that conditions are back with a vengeance, and even in multiple offer situations, we are seeing winners having conditions. Another interesting thing is office space is back, baby. We had a listing last week on Front Street, and we were very happy to present the landlord with multiple offers to lease that space, and the tenant, the accepted tenant, is very excited to begin that new chapter. So it just shows that people are back for business. They're excited to show off their projects, their work, and we are very excited to see that. That's it for now for September's monthly market update. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, if you have any real estate questions, reach out to us anytime. We're Cook Properties, selling real estate in the Quinte area since 1963. Thanks.